Dave Domenico in the Room podcast. And for the first time, I have special guest Nate Grimard, who will be fighting next week, February 20th, Saturday night in Tampa, Florida, for World Class Fight League. Nate, man, welcome to the show for the first time, man. How you doing, bro?
Thanks, man. I appreciate you having me. Doing good, man.
Dude, big opportunity coming next week. Your second MMA fight. You're heading to Florida, bro. You're heading down to Florida, man. How did it all come about, and how excited are you to get back into the cage?
Yeah, I mean, I'm real excited. A month and a half ago, Devin made a post on Facebook saying if any promoter is having shows, and right now New England's still pretty much shut down, so only action going on is Tampa. We've got a fight booked in Tampa. The guy's a Florida guy, too, so going down to him and take him out.
Excellent, man. Well, having a guy like Devin as your coach, as your mentor, man, that's pretty great to have that as young as yourself, and to him, shopping you around on the internet like that. How's that feel to have him backing you?
Feels good. It feels real good. I mean, Devin's pretty well known. He's a genius as well when it comes to the sport. He's been around for a while. He's very well rounded, so it's great to be under him.
Excellent. Well, before we get to the fight and heading down there, let's talk a little bit about how we got to this point. You're I can't say coming off a fight because it's been a while, but in 2019, you made your amateur debut for Neff, fighting another kind of new guy in the cage, man. How did you feel about that opportunity and that fight?
Yeah, I mean, I was excited for that fight. Trained my butt off all summer, with Devin. The nerves got to me a little bit at first, but I was able to get that fight to the ground, get that nice armbar finish. That fight was up a weight class too, my fight was booked at 45 against his teammate. He got hurt, suffered an injury, so Justin stepped up and took the fight. And he was big, man. He was a lot bigger than I was.
Well, you had a first-round armbar against this bigger dude in there. And, having your first amateur fight, man, that's a lot to go through mentally, not only getting ready for this fight, maybe cutting some weight to get there, but then you have an opponent change, and then he's up a weight class, a bigger dude. And then I think this might have been his second fight, so he had already been in there. So, dude, kudos to you for going in there and finishing him in the first round.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. I was walking on the scale for that fight, too, I was like 155, right around there. A few weeks after, he was bumped up to like 180. So he's a lot taller. He's a big dude, yeah.
Dude, man. Well, what'd you get out of that experience? I mean, it was Neff. It was probably your crowd. I mean, you have Devin there, Nastos, big players in the game over there at Neff. How'd it feel to get in that cage and have your first fight?
It felt good. I mean, it's definitely just getting your toes in the water. You got to fight in front of a bunch of people in a small cage like that. I loved it. Helped my confidence right off the bat, too, getting that first win. So, I mean, that's what got me hungry after that win. It's, all right, where's the next one? We can get that one going, so.
Excellent. Well, you're only 22 years old, man. How long you been training at Nastos? And first of all, how long have you been in MMA, and how long have you been at Nastos getting your MMA training?
Yes, I mean, Nastos was the first gym I stepped into for MMA. About 4 or 5 months before that fight I had with Justin, that's when I started training. I mean, I had the wrestling background all through high school and college. Stepped in the gym, trained hard all summer. Devin knew the goal was to get that fight, so once that fight was booked, that's where the focus was. And then I had my senior year of wrestling season to finish up on. And then on NEF, I had a couple of fights booked from that, but who knows when those get rescheduled at this point.
Yeah, so after that amateur debut, you were going to stay busy. You had a fight booked, I think, around when the COVID and all that other stuff was shutting down fights, right?
Yeah, I had it. Well, yeah, right after that wrestling season, I had a fight booked in April against Brandon Millett-Fevins. He's 3-1 at 145 as well. So, that was a big fight for me for my second fight, I got that one off Justin, and then Brandon was 3-1. So I was ready for that challenge. I was really excited for that fight. That got canceled, get rescheduled for June, and hopefully you can get that fight going sometime this year as well.
Excellent. Well, hope something gets going in New England, and we get some of you guys active here, and get the fans here, get to see some action. But coming into this fight, how'd you stay active during, this no, this lull in the action? Like, did you stay training all the time, or did you take a little time off during this the COVID?
I mean, I really didn't slow down at all. Right after wrestling season, I was into fight camp, working my butt off, and then once COVID hit, maybe a week or two after, since the lockdown was so fresh, but then I was at Devin's house hitting pads with him. It was him and I getting private work into the gym or wherever we could. So I really haven't slowed down at all. I've been keeping on consistent training 5-6 times a week ever since June. So I'm ready for this fight.
Excellent, my man. Well, it seems like the goal of yours is to have an active career in MMA in the future. Farther than the AMI ranks. Who are some of the training partners that you getting to roll around with and spar with, getting ready for this fight?
Yeah, I mean, right now, Nostos is a lot of new guys, but they're all really tough. This guy, Kyle Pufall, he's looking to make his debut down at World Class Fight League as well. And he's fighting at 155. And then another guy at 170, Kyle Hill. He's been training for a long time. He's done some jiu-jitsu competitions. He's really tough. He's just never got the timing right to make his debut. So he's looking to make his debut as well.
Excellent. So you got a crew going down to Florida with you, my man.
Yeah, get some good coaches going down too. Yeah, I mean, Nostos right now is just, I think it's one of those up-and-coming gyms. A lot of new guys, but the guys are tough and they want to fight. So
excellent.
It's going to be good to see how this year plays out.
Excellent. Well, you're heading down to Florida, man. Let's talk about the promotion and, the dude you're fighting. I mean, at this level, I think he's fairly new to the game. So, I mean, there's not much on him, but I think you have a name and you kind of know a little bit of his background. Let's talk about the promotion and heading down to Florida, man. Who you fighting, and, let's talk a little bit about the promotion and what you know about them.
Yeah, so I know they're pretty well known down in that area, in that Tampa area. Their promoter, Rafael Garcia, he's a great guy. He's been great about this whole promoting the fight and everything. He owns the Tampa gym at American Top Team. So, yeah, he's well known down there. He got me booked with this fight about a little over a month ago. Danny Lyons, he's a 0-0. He's done some jiu-jitsu competitions, like those spotlight type things. But other than that, I don't think he's had any sort of fight or striking-wise competitions.
Excellent. It's a 145-pound weight class, correct?
Yeah, this one's at 145.
And as far as this promotion, I think it's an all amateur promotion, correct?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, they promote their amateurs pretty well. A lot of their guys look to make the next level down there. I know that guy, Raphael's, he's cornering some guys for Titan tonight. So.
Oh, great.
So, yeah, he's been busy. I mean, he had bare knuckle last weekend, Titan FC this weekend. So.
Well,
he's definitely been busy.
It's happening down south, bro. You know what I mean? That's the place to go. You're heading down there. We've had a couple of, other fighters, other amateurs in New England, getting opportunities in Florida. So, it's really good for them to open their doors up to, guys and girls from this area to get some work down there. Man, what are you looking to do in that cage? I mean, it's been a while. You must be a whole new fighter in there after, being with Devin all this time through the lockdown and stuff like that, man. What are we expecting to see, and what are you looking to do in there?
Yeah, I mean, I've improved my game all around. I'm really looking to make a statement in there. And, I mean, some people like to talk about that last fight. Justin got me a little bit off the bell, but I'm really confident in my stand-up now. My ground game is great as well. My jiu-jitsu's improved. This guy's a jiu-jitsu guy, but I'm not too worried about that at all when it comes down to it. I'm really just looking to make a statement there and get another fight up here booked soon after that, so where I can put myself in a great spot.
Excellent. When you heading down, and who's heading there with you?
Yeah, I'm heading down next Wednesday, the Wednesday before. We got weigh-ins on Friday. Got Devin, Nick Miles. He's the striking coach right now at Nostos. Alex, he's going down as well. He's kind of one of those newer coaches down there as well. He actually fought Jamal Hill in the UFC. Jamal's first fight, so he's pretty well known. He's very eligible when it comes to the sport as well.
Excellent, man. Well, down there's going to be a whole bunch of fighters that are well known. I mean, that's where it is. I mean, these amateur fights, I mean, there's not much action going on, so you're going to have a lot of big eyes, checking you out there, especially, you being on the Devin and him being in the UFC and Bellator, and him promoting you. I mean, he's behind you. So there's something special about you, kid. So, anything you want to shout out, sponsors, social media, thank yous, throw it out there now. Now's your chance.
Yeah, man, I'm really fortunate for Devin and his wife, Carolyn. They started to give me the confidence where if I want to do some of the sport, I can do it and take it now. So I have to give a shout out to them. I mean, my parents and all of my family members supporting me as well. I wasn't able to do my sponsors for my last fight, so now it's a little different how to sponsor this fight, Jake Bagley, that's my guy. He had me AFMM Property Services for that. I got K and J Bilodeau. That's my family right there as well. So we got Sneakers Graphic, Damien Taylor. He's making my shirts. Yeah, he's the man.
He made my logo. He made my new logo.
Yeah, he's killing it right now with all that stuff. So and we got Higgins Motor Pool as well in Rochester. They're right down the road from the gym. He's a good guy from the gym as well. Man, I don't want to miss anybody, but
that's all right, man. They're gonna see this and they know that you're thinking of them, man. Social media, anything other than Facebook?
Just Facebook and Instagram. Just Nathaniel Grimard, both. I've been starting to post a lot of fight stuff on there. I'm trying to get that profile going. So.
Well, cool, man. You're getting fights that other dudes aren't getting. So, man, you're gonna be able to throw up there, get your page full of a lot of good stuff, man. It's gonna be a fun time for you. I mean, not just a fight, just to be able to be at Tampa and see fights yourself. Get your name out there and then watch some stuff, man. So, Nathan, thank you so much for the opportunity to get to know you and wish you well on this big opportunity next week.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much for having me, and I can't wait for next week.
All right, my man. Go get it, bro.